Hi, Nadav Shemer here for Energy News as part of a series of interviews we're conducting with leading firms in the Perth Basin. And I'm with Simon Molyneux, Managing Director and Principal Geoscientist at Molyneux Advisors. Simon, hi.
Hi, Nav. How are you doing?
Hi. Great. Thanks, Simon. So to begin, could you briefly describe what it is that Molyneux Advisors does?
Hi, thank you. Molyneux Advisors is an integrated subsurface advisory. We're based in Perth, Western Australia, and we work with clients around the world to understand and evaluate their subsurface assets, whether those assets be exploration, development, production, or even storage. We work across the energy system, particularly focused around oil and gas, and more around storage and sequestration of carbon in particular. And we think we've got a critical role to play both in the efficient exploitation of oil and gas, but also in making a meaningful impact in the context of decarbonisation and the energy transition in a net zero world.
So on that note, from what you're seeing, what are the big challenges you're seeing in oil and gas and more broadly in the energy sector?
That's a great question, Nav. What we've seen over the last nearly a decade is a decline in the investment in what I'll call traditional, but really is oil, gas, and coal investment. We would all, I think, understand the reasons for the decrease in coal investment, a recognition in particular of its very large environmental impact. But both oil and gas are key fuels to the modern energy system and have lifted many millions, if not billions, of people out of poverty, even within my lifetime. So what we have the situation where we have declining investment and potentially we're going to start to see declining production. At the same time, in recent months, we've had significant geopolitical uncertainty and the loss of a very large amount of supply into Western oil markets. The result of that has been higher prices, and I think both that and the need for decarbonisation, but fair decarbonisation without excessive price spikes to the consumer needs continuing investment in oil and gas, and at the same time significant investment in mitigating the emissions of that industry. And hence I'm really excited about what Molyneux Advisors can do in that space, because I believe we really can improve the efficiency of exploitation of the oil and gas resources. I believe we can make a meaningful impact into decarbonisation and sequestration of those resources, all at the same time doing it in a very efficient and integrated way that delivers value to the client.
So you mentioned how you can fit into that. So from a practical standpoint, could you tell us a little bit about your products and services?
Yes, so Molyneux Advisors prides itself on integration. When we founded the company, we wanted to work across disciplines, and that's because when we've both myself and Hongfeng Wu, who's the other director of the company, when we've been working in bigger companies, we had our best working experiences and believed we delivered the best value when we worked with a diverse range of technical disciplines. So we bring that integration into three product lines. The first of that we call subsurface studies, and that is commonly working with clients to more efficiently develop their assets, whether that be subsurface management involving reservoir modeling, dynamic reservoir simulation, reservoir and petroleum engineering, so intervention plans, field redevelopments, dynamic simulation, static modeling, whether that be in exploration, working with a client's prospect portfolio to more efficiently plan the exploitation of that, or more effectively present the potential of that exploration portfolio. So those are the kind of things that we do in the subsurface studies line. We also do specific area studies, not just when there's a frontier area, an area that's not been exploited. But the niche that we exploit is identifying where we think there's a gap in the market to demonstrate the value of particular opportunities, which is why we came to be here in this Perth Basin session, where we've got a specific product that's a very integrated product, looking at the potential of the Perth Basin, both what's already been developed, what's been found, and how that could be developed most efficiently, and what is yet to be found. So we can make a very integrated view of the resource potential of the area, but also how that could be developed and how that will impact gas supply, the signals that will send to the transporters of the gas, and the price signals that will send to consumers of the gas. And it's a very interesting story in the Perth Basin, where we've seen a very large addition of resource at a time when other sources of gas are declining, and it effectively retools the Western Australian gas market. The other studies we've done, we've got a very interesting compilation of regional data in the Northern Territory, which really helps clients to understand both the distribution of the geological formations, but also what we've done is bring together the diverse ranges of open file data into a single coherent GIS compatible package, which clients have found very useful, both in the resources sector and the oil and gas sector, to understand that relatively remote and underexplored part of Australia. The other studies we've done have been jointly with our partner Multi-Client Resources, where we've been working on some very large regional 3D seismic data sets to create never before seen regional maps. We've got one across the Novar data set, which covers the greater part of Northern Australia from the Vulcan Basin up to the Timor border, pulling all of that together in terms of one regional seismic data set and some regional horizons. We've just completed a new product called BEX, which covers the whole of the Northwest Shelf, again with never before seen regional surfaces. A very exciting and technically very, very interesting project to work on. We'll shortly be announcing a Bedau project, doing a similar thing in the exciting Bedau Basin, adjacent to the Dorado oil discovery and the recent Pavo discovery, to place both of those accumulations in the regional context, and to again understand what might be what sort of resource build you can make in that area, and what sort of production potential the area has, to enable clients to make well-informed investment decisions in that area. And then the third piece of data, the third product line we have, not piece of data, the third product line we have are resource and reserves assessments. So we work with clients here to provide independent technical reports, or alternatively, another name is competent persons reports, to support fundraising activity or investment activity of clients. So, for example, we recently did the independent technical report to accompany Black Mountain's IPO. We've worked with a number of clients, both on large-scale, $100 million scale acquisition opportunities, farm-ins and farm-outs, across a range of clients and across a range of geographies, from Trinidad through Africa, Southeast Asia, and Australia, New Zealand. So what we really enjoy doing is working on a diverse range of assets, because we believe that diversity allows us to bring learnings from one geography into another geography, and to deliver additional value.
So you mentioned, in addition to what you offer, a few things that you're working on and that are coming up. What else? Is there anything else coming up for Molyneux Advisors you'd like to tell us?
I think the exciting. Oh, sorry, excuse me, talking over you there. The exciting thing, Nav, about this year in Molyneux Advisors is we've really leveraged a global network of clients. So we have, a global network of consultants. Our consultants are based in Europe, in North America, as well as here in Australia. So we're able to work around the sun and transfer work between individuals through the day to really accelerate delivery for the client, but also to make sure that we can meet, whether in person or virtually, with those clients in a time that's convenient to them.
Simon, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Nav. It's been a pleasure.